You heard it here first, folks. Tim don't kick field goals.
No.
Except for the time he kicked the field goal against me.
It's world breaking.
With Billy Cundiff.
It's breaking news. This just in: Gingers don't kick footballs.
Nope. We just take him to the face.
But they do eat babies.
You heard me.
Yeah, I did hear you, and that was the scary part.
Take it to the house.
You want me to say it again?
Why did he knock on my window?
Is the door
now
open?
Hey, dog, you better be paying rent.
Hold on. Now I need to go check that. Well, you know what? Hey, Digital Reload is coming up next. I'm going to play music, and then I'll be back.
Nope, door's open.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go to Kokomo? You can pay fast and then we'll take it
slow. I forgot the words. Way down at Kokomo.
Well, thanks, Tim. Thanks for that.
Oh, we have to cover.
We do. We have to cover. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the latest episode of the Digital Reload, Digital Daily Fix's weekly episodic video game podcast on Spreaker.com.
Hooray!
I myself am Smitty, Tim, the man hurraying. We will be rejoined momentarily by Brett and Matt. They had to go move their cars because apparently a giant four-wheel drive truck is unable to drive in the mud.
Hey. It's scary.
It's scary times these days in this economy for four-wheeled vehicles. There's no guarantee that you can make it through the mud.
What's this truck? It's what? No, it's not a Chevy, is it?
No, I think it's a Dodge.
Yeah, that's his problem. If it was Chevy, it'd be covered in mud all the time.
Yeah.
And
it's not built Ford tough either.
Nope.
And apparently Howard didn't have to move.
I did not.
Okay.
I listened to what you said.
I did too.
Well, no, everybody else did. Like, I was just told to have them not park, like, directly behind him. So Brett left enough room for another car to get in between him and the truck. And I guess everybody parked in front of him, but that's not enough for a...
Matt parked in between Brett and him.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll blame that on me because I forgot to text it to Matt as well. Because I figured by the time Matt got here, he'd be gone. Because he told me, I'll be back by 7:30. And whatever.
Oh, well.
You get the white one this week because you were the last one here.
That's fine. Work sucks. That's all I have to say.
I understand.
It's fair.
But tonight on the Digital Reload, we have a little bit of news, a little bit of last-minute news that I found. Work was very busy. I didn't have time to write up stuff. So if anybody's looking at digitaldailyfix.com wondering where the fuck are the video game articles, I'm sorry, but
They're on other websites.
But I did post a ton of Iron Man 3 stuff.
You did.
So I think that's good. Lots of pictures. The first picture released of the Mandarin. A high-res picture of the new suit. A high-res picture of Iron Patriot. The first poster. And the official synopsis from Marvel themselves.
What?
Oh, you know.
That's a lot of stuff.
Of course, I had to be the smartest and say, look at Tony Stark's scouter.
It's over 9,000.
Is it over 9,000?
Yeah, I did say that too.
I apologize for not informing you of the whole truck thing. My dad told me they would be back by 7:30, and I figured they'd be back and gone before you got here.
Uh-huh.
And then you beat them, and then they got here late. So
Well, I'm always fucking shit up.
it's fine.
You rarely ever.
It's not your fault.
No.
You rarely ever sometimes potentially maybe fuck shit up.
Only Mats with 2 T's fuck shit up.
Only Mats with 2 T's.
Yeah, I have 1 team, so I fuck half the shit up.
If you had 3
Yeah.
T's.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh man. Armageddon.
But we got news tonight. We're going to review Pokemon.
Maybe.
Yay.
Oh, and I need to be right back because I got to get this motherfucker an iPad.
Oh.
Oh.
I heard about this on
Sucker.
the chin lock.
You did.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I gave you forewarning.
You did? You gave me 24 hours of
I did.
warning.
You got
I
20.
still walked into it, so that doesn't tell you that I'm a very smart individual.
I definitely thought that like if you didn't show up, I was gonna say it's probably because of WrestleFest. He's just like, I don't want to play.
Well, then
it.
I would probably play it instead.
That's fine because you've got to play it too.
I do.
So we'll see. Look what you're doing. So, stall. Do that stall.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my
So what
honey.
you play this
Hello,
week?
my ragtime gal.
What you play this week?
Stuff.
Stuff. With
I
your-
can't function without our leader.
with yourself.
I played with myself all weekend.
Yeah. So what did you guys play this
You said,
Yeah. What did you guys play this week? I really didn't play much anything.
I played with butter.
I didn't have time. I didn't even have time to fix my fantasy football team.
No, you didn't.
Like, work was really busy, so I really didn't play that much of anything.
Alright, now I'm gonna start playing WrestleFest. So carry on without me.
Hey,
There
I'm
you
pretty
go.
sure.
I set you up.
I'm pretty sure your fantasy guys were on a bye week starting like Monday. So
Yeah.
but the weird thing is,
It's actually
Please
Tuesday.
do not try this at home. Please do not play.
well, no,
WrestleFest at home.
Tuesday is when you can start with free agent guys. But as far as knowing who's on a bye,
Oh, well, I technically knew who was on a bye when I drafted them.
yeah.
I was busy.
Still, though, you're only 1 point behind. You still have a chance of beating Brent, depending on if Matt Stafford outplays Matt Forte.
So those are the only two?
That's it. It's 1-on-1 match tonight.
Oh, I could still win.
Matt Stafford has to blow up, and the Detroit defense has to like shove their collective D's up Matt's. I do not. Oh, yep, that's the man to give it to.
Yep.
Thank you.
There we go. Look
Look
at
at
you.
you. Look at you all.
He just came.
Look at you all. Look at me.
I don't
got
know if he
something
came.
for
It's
free.
only J.J. Hardy.
It is only JJ. I do appreciate JJ Hardy, but
Oh yeah, but I mean, in the hierarchy of Orioles players on this current roster,
he's number 5 on my list.
I was gonna say he's about middle of the
I
pack.
can't get the WCW Nitro ring.
No, you can't. You cannot get
You
the
know what?
Nitro
You don't
ring.
charge
And
it to-
he can't even get SummerSlam '88. Well, that's
SummerSlam '88.
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of? What is?
He knows
what-
the year, man.
SummerSlam '88.
No, it says it right there.
SummerSlam '88.
It's special rings. Like for WrestleFest, it starts off with about like what 8 guys, I think. But you can buy DLC packs for I think $1, $2, and
So
Yeah.
basically, you're saying I can spend up to $50 on this game.
it gives you 2 new guys, 2 old guys, and a ring.
And by old guys, they just mean Undertaker and Jake the Snake Roberts.
No, like that.
And Randy Savage.
No, I mean, but as
What
far
are
as the
those
people that you
graphics?
buy, there's a lot of older guys.
But I was meaning as starters.
Oh yeah, starters. It's not that impressive. The game is shit, but I'm a vapid tool for thinking that. And because you agree, Brett, because you agree, Tim, you are now both a part of the Vapid Tool Club. And if you both tonight feel that game is
I'm gonna
also
start calling you
awful,
VT.
I would like to welcome you also to the Vapid Tool Club.
I just want to say, because these idiots can't follow directions, I had to move my car.
What do you mean? I parked out of the way.
Yes, but you parked in the way, so I had to move. If you weren't there, he could have backed out, and he could have turned around and left.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
So I listened to direction, and you're yelling at me.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, you.
That's
you,
fine.
You.
Hey.
You. Hug it out, bitch.
It's okay.
I don't gotta hug nothing. Why do I gotta hug?
I wasn't pointing at
Talk
you.
to me.
pointing at
I thought you pointed at all 3 of us. I was like,
Talk
what?
to me.
You better win.
I'm not winning.
You didn't pick Macho Man, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Well, good luck. It's going to take at least 5 elbow drops to win.
Who are you facing?
Anyway,
Who's he facing?
I don't know who he's facing. I started the Borderlands DLC.
I did do that.
Captain
too.
Scarlet's Pirate's
Yes.
Booty. You started it with me, and you started it with me.
I did.
Didn't start it with you, but I started it.
You started it, and then you joined in our game. At first, we power leveled your Necromancer.
And then I said, all right, I'll play a little bit for real.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. But like I said, I didn't have a problem with you bringing in your level 1 Necromancer. So, you know,
I turned it off the
are you getting counted out?
We're both.
Double count out.
No, this goes to 20.
Yeah, it goes
Oh,
up to
Ben,
20.
hit the kill switch on me.
Are you facing Christian?
Yeah. And now I can't move. Come on, this ain't Ring of Honor. No 20 counts.
You lose.
I lost.
Fuck this game.
Do it
Look how tired
again.
you are. Look how tired you
Win.
are.
Win this time. Win.
Yes, you have to play until you win.
There's got to be an alternate reality because there's no way that would actually happen in real life.
Macho Man beating Christian.
No Christian beating Macho Man.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. I said the other way around. My bad.
He's-
And for the
Christian's
record, we
winning now.
tried to get Gregorian Channel in there this week. I uploaded it, and when I selected it on here, it had an error and would not play.
Too old, I guess.
Yeah, it uploaded into Spreaker, no problem. But then when I selected it in the newest thing, where I selected and put it in that blue box over there, it immediately popped up red. Though I can sample it, like I can bring it up now and sample it, but I can't. It won't let me. So we did Kokomo again.
Well, it's racist.
It is, but I tried. So, but yeah,
Who'd you pick?
we got.
Why does Triple H look like he's about to take a shit?
Because doesn't he always look like he's about to take a shit?
He's
very
walk in the
accurate.
ring, he's like, is that a shit?
Smell Dookie.
What do the theme songs sound like? Are they just like
They don't actually play the themes.
It didn't in the original either, so.
Yeah, that's still.
yeah, but that's not the original.
Justin
It's-
Roberts is
it's
so
a port.
fat in this game.
He really is. But so far, I enjoy.
Sans gifts.
Sans gifts are pretty great, and just the DLC in general. I like a lot of the new areas. I'm already seeing newer guns that do feel different from what I'm finding so far, which I like. I like the enemies. I like the rapscallions and shit like that. I thought that was cool. So I'm enjoying the content. I like it. And much better than Borderland 1's first content, the Island of Dr. Ned. Thank you. So that was okay. This is pretty good. I like this. And you played the Forza Horizon demo.
I did play the
So what did you
Forza.
think about Forza Horizon?
I know it was the demo, but it's supposed to have an open world feel. I was trying to move to one of the lighted areas that was shown on their map, and when I got there, I guess it was the out of bounds area of the zone, and just turned me straight around, so I couldn't go to that area. So it was made me sad. But
Yeah.
there's an open world feel. Kind of. It's like they're trying to incorporate other ideas from other racing games, like that open world feel was in a Midnight Club series that Rockstar puts out, and then it felt like there were a couple of Burnout stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to pick the most recent open world game, it's probably Burnout Paradise.
Yeah,
So, and I felt the cars just felt like they were very floaty. They float. They kind of float around. They're very easy to control.
just a little bit.
Yeah. But yet they still fall under the Forza rules and mechanics. So when I hear arcade racer, I think, all right, I will hold down the gas, and then when turns come, I'll just tap the brake, and everything will be fine. But it still plays like a Forza game, just with a few arcadey add-ons. So if you do go 90 to 100 miles an hour and then you hit a turn, you are fucked, and you will fly into that guardrail, and you will destroy your car. So I wasn't restricting my speed. I was still playing under a different mentality.
I think the biggest feel I had for it was I thought of Cruising USA. That's the thing that related it to the most. I felt that Forza
I
Horizon.
can see
There you
that.
go.
I can see that.
You know, that's probably
Again.
the closest thing I could relate it to.
I can definitely see that.
Again.
But it was
It
interesting.
was okay. I mean, I'm not, the
He
biggest
kicked out
racing
4 people's
game
elbows.
fan out there, but it's a thing. I mean, if you're a Forza fan, you like racing games, buy it.
Yeah, and a lot of reviews are fairly positive for the full game.
Going.
I'm more interested in seeing Need for Speed Most Wanted. I'm not going to lie, because it's from Criterion.
There you
Criterion
go.
makes the Burnout games.
He won.
I love the Burnout games.
It took 8 of people's elbows.
So that means are you tapping out? Are you done?
I'll do one more.
Okay.
I'm not gonna play unless you buy all the DLC.
You can go to hell.
You know what? The Vapor Tool is now only one person.
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, just because he played it doesn't mean he liked it. How you feeling about the game, Matt?
It stinks.
See,
Don't you wish you had an actual arcade stick?
You know, I don't think it would make it better.
Yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, it would. Because
If it was the original, yeah, it would, But all they needed to do was just,
yeah.
put out the original.
I mean, if are you saying that game is one joystick away from being good? Is that what you're saying?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. I was about to say
I'm
From
just
here,
saying it would
Justin
control.
Roberts looks like Ricardo Rodriguez.
but that's what I thought
I'm
you were
just saying
saying.
it would feel better.
Okay.
Because I'm not a big fan of iOS games.
No, I got you. I mean, for the most part, iOS games that are built, like strictly for the iOS, and they're not just like a game trying to be an arcade game on a touchscreen, like tower defense games and like stuff like Field Runners, Angry Birds. Those are cool for your phone or your computer, fucking asshole.
Help computer.
Thank you. I like those ones like this, and I mean where they're trying to create the same feeling that WrestleFest had in the arcade, and it doesn't feel like that game. It doesn't bring the same arcadey simple joy that the original brings.
Serious racing game try to be a fun arcade game, and I don't think it completely works.
Are we talking about this, or are you still talking about Forza?
I was talking about Forza.
I was talking about WrestleFest because we were just talking about.
Well, you know what? It doesn't work. Period. WrestleFest for.
WrestleFest. It's a serious racer trying to be.
Yep.
You know what? I don't care.
It is a serious
They both
racing game.
stink now.
It would stink now.
So, what else has anybody played? Anybody play anything besides the Borderlands DLC or Pokemon? Because I think Pokemon Feeling should be saved for the review.
I do. I played many things. I
You
also
keep
played
pl-
Final Fantasy Dimensions
Yeah, you beat that.
and Final Fantasy. I did beat Final Fantasy Dimensions, and I played Final Fantasy 11.
Because you're addicted
No,
to love.
no.
I just wanted to quote the song.
Oh, I'm certainly not addicted to love.
What if it's a love for video games?
At this point, I wouldn't really say I have a love for video games anymore.
Just a tolerance?
It just doesn't have the same appeal as it did when I was younger.
It's not just a thing.
But you still buy and own more than
I do.
any of us.
I do. I mean, I still enjoy it, but I wouldn't really say I love it.
Fair enough.
I mean, I like it, but I don't actually have I don't have the same diehard passion I used to.
I can take it or leave it.
We're old.
We
Yeah,
are
I'm
old.
getting older. So.
We are old. That is true. Stop getting counted out.
I'm in the ring.
Oh!
Make it come back.
Fucking Jake the Snake. Gonna wait till that 18th second. Because he's a dirty
'Cause-
snake.
Nowadays, I don't think they've made any games that really capture the same enjoyment I've had. Like when I was playing Suikoden 2, Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't really find the same enjoyment. I don't think they've captured anything really that great recently.
Are you talking about like all games or RPGs?
I'm just talking about like all games. Like nothing's really sucked me in like that. Well, the first Borderlands did.
I feel Borderlands 2 is as
Borderlands 2 isn't really sucking me in, but you're like, hey, let's play. So I'm like, okay. I'm not saying I hate the game, but I don't like it as much as I like Borderlands 1 because it was new at the time for me. I still like what Borderlands 2 is, and I think Handsome Jack is hilarious, but it's not as good for me as Borderlands 1 was because it was a new idea, as opposed to Borderlands 2.
So, are you like the kind of sound that statement kind of sounds like you get bored after the first installment because it's not fresh anymore?
No, not really. I just don't think Borderlands 2 did enough to like be different. I don't know what else they can do to make it like feel different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's the old adage: if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I mean, yeah. I mean, to me, like the first one was so good. I don't feel they. I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I don't feel they needed to add that much different to
I'm
it.
not saying they have to, but what I'm saying is, to me, it plays exactly like the first one. And the issue is, for me, is that I played the first one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So when I play the second one, I do like the second one. It's just not as good for me because I've played the first one so much that it's like it didn't do anything new. Not to say it's a bad game, but it just doesn't have that same power as the first one had for me.
Yeah, I mean, for me,
We'll have to see like what they do for like the next DLC stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't hate Borderlands 2. It just didn't do the same for me.
I mean, for me, like I love the shit out of the first Borderlands. I love the shit out of this one because it's everything that I enjoyed out of the first game. The storyline or the campaign is streamlined a lot better than the first one. It's a story that you'll actually get involved in, as opposed to Borderlands 1. You really stopped paying attention to the story halfway through, and you were just like, I want to find a new area so I can get more guns. And that's not a knock against the game.
I didn't really care for the story in this one.
Really?
I did, however, enjoy... The only time I was really paying attention to anybody talking was generally Handsome Jack or the side characters. Like, no one... Like, just the funny characters. I didn't really care about anything else.
See, I liked Jack. I liked all the returning characters from the first game. I mean, not even... And I'm not talking about
I didn't like Mordecai. Brick calling everybody... I mean, why I think some of the stuff Brick did was funny. All he says is blah, 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 slab, blah, 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 slab. And that one mission where you're blowing up that guy's aircraft, and he's like, just walk away with it and make it look badass. That was funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't like what they did with Brick. He's not like awful. I hated Mordecai. I actually hate his character now. Lilith was... I didn't really care either way about her. And Roland, I mean, he was still generic, but they kind of made him try to be more badass. But since I can't spoil anything...
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, I all I can say is I don't share those sentiments. I mean,
That's why it's an opinion.
Yeah. You know, it's your opinion, it's my opinion. But, I mean, I enjoyed all the characters. I mean, well, I didn't really enjoy Mordecai.
I hated Mordecai.
Mordecai was kind of like for me. Like, I didn't hate him.
What's that guy's name? The first guy you meet in the DLC? Shade?
Shade?
I hate him.
I don't like Shade. I don't like him. He's
I didn't
too
really
creepy.
like Scooter's sister. She wasn't bad at some points. I just didn't really care for her.
I didn't mind her. She gave fun missions.
She did give fun missions, but I didn't really like her character.
I mean, I don't know. I like all the returning characters. I think as far as the comedic characters, I mean.
Yeah.
Like Marcus, Scooter, all of them, I think they were well written and they're funny.
Oh, those guys I loved. They weren't in the game enough for me, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that kept me playing Borderlands 2 is I liked all the funny dialogue, and that's what kept me playing.
Yeah.
And not to say I would have stopped.
Mm-hmm.
I would have still beat it, but I don't think it's a bad game. I just feel I played Borderlands 1 too much.
I mean, fair enough. I mean, most I can say is that I don't know if I played it as much as you. I played Borderlands 1 around the same level as you did because we pretty much all played the shit out of that together.
Yeah, we did.
Playing Borderlands 2, I just feel like it's like the first one, but I feel like a lot of the enemies feel different, the areas feel different, because I mean they don't even put you back in any of the areas from the first game until near the end.
Yeah, no.
No, I know. I mean, I know you weren't saying anything bad about that, but like I like the new areas. I like the new focus on story. I like the attempt to make the characters and the story feel important. and tried to make you care about characters. Whether it's successful for everybody or not, that's a different story. Just because they put that in there doesn't mean you're going to care.
I mean, I would still say Borderlands 2 is a great game. I just,
Mm-hmm.
for me, after playing Borderlands 1 so much, it's a good game. It's just it doesn't have the same appeal as Borderlands 1 to me.
Yeah.
But then again, General Knox is so awesome. I mean,
yeah, but that feeling that you have about like there's not that many games that just kind of suck you in, I wholeheartedly agree. Like thinking about all the games that I've bought and played this year.
I just look at my PS2 collection. When I was playing those games, a lot of those games pulled me in, especially a lot of the RPGs like Shadow Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have that same thing coming on the Xbox. Or,
Yeah.
Theme song for every wrestler.
Anyway, or like PS3. The only thing is they have released like I did like Tales of Vesperia a lot. I did like Tales of Grace's F a lot for the PS3. Unfortunately, the main character is extremely annoying in that game, but the battle system was awesome.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of games that when I buy, I can take or leave after a while. Like, I'm okay with trading in. Like, there used to be times where I would have, like, a library of games and I'd be conflicted on trading in any of them. Now, I can kind of take or leave just about anything. The only one I really do not want to trade in is Borderlands 2. I could trade in Resident Evil 6 and not feel a bit sorry about it.
I forgot to bring that, Tim. Sorry.
It's okay.
I mean, to be honest, as far as 2012 goes, I'd probably put Resident Evil 6 and Soul Calibur 5 as two of my biggest disappointments. I don't hate Resident, but here's the thing, though. Even though I put those two as disappointments, I fucking hate Soul Calibur 5. I don't hate Resident Evil 6. Resident Evil 6 is just like, this is playable, I'll play through it, but I kind of wish it was better. Like, the whole time, just the thought in the back of my head stayed, I wish this was just a little bit better.
You know how it could have been better, and I haven't touched it yet, and I intend to at some point.
Yeah, I know you will.
I'll try to bring it Friday.
I just feel that, just by looking at it, just from the demo, I figured, you know what, they're trying to do too much. By having 3 different campaigns, that's a little too much.
I mean, I don't mind that they wanted to do 3 main characters, but the fact they wanted 3 campaigns to play 3 different ways as far as gameplay, that is where it takes
Exactly.
it. Like you don't need to do
if they
that.
Focused on, you nailed it right on the head. Playing three different characters, it wasn't the problem. It's playing 3 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's like focus on one way, please.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the way they tried to go after it was Leon Kennedy's more of the survival horror. Chris is more the action, and Jake is more like the Resident Evil 3 run from the big scary monster, and apparently Ada's more like puzzle focused whenever you unlock her. But like, I played and beat Chris's, I'll probably play and beat Leon's. I really don't have any desire to beat Jake's.
Chapter 2 of Jake's sucks, just to let you know.
I don't even have motivation to go into Mercenaries mode, and Mercenaries mode is usually one of my favorite things.
I did house Mercenaries mode in Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
And I did do quite a bit in Resident Evil 5 with you. So.
Yeah, we played the shit out of the Resident Evil 5 Mercenaries mode, but I don't know. I don't like the fact that there aren't any new guns that I can collect and upgrade. Like, I missed that. I like that part. I like getting this gun and like, I'm gonna max the shit out this gun. Oh, a better gun, fucking awesome. That's like, hey, here's a shotgun. Okay, do I get another shotgun? No.
How do I know how strong this weapon is in comparison to my other weapons?
Fuck you, that's what it is.
I know it's stronger than the handgun.
Yeah, it's a roll of the dice.
But I'm going to assume it's weaker than the Magnum. I mean, I can guess the relative power based on playing the other Resident Evil.
Oh, yeah.
I won.
And you could be like, oh, well, the other earlier Resident Evils didn't have that either. Well, yeah, they were on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
And they started doing that in 4, so I expect that going forward.
Yeah. It kind of felt like a step backwards in that regard. But, I mean, there's not a lot. Like, I mean, I definitely got very into Pokemon Conquest. I got into that. I played the shit out of that.
You know my feelings on that game.
I do. Played the shit out of that. Played the shit out of Borderlands. I played the shit out of Mario Kart for 3DS. Game was good, very enjoyable. But there's nothing that I'm like, oh. I'm hoping XCOM is like that.
I am enjoying XCOM. I don't I don't know how it is, like, if I would compare it to the PS 2 days, but since I have played other XCOMs before, I'm really enjoying this one.
So, what'd you think, Howard?
Game's great because I won.
Should we test that theory for everything? Because I'm willing to.
And the real answer?
Game's balls.
Thank
I won
you.
twice, and that game is balls.
Game is
That
balls.
game is poopy. They called me a boy.
They called me a boy.
Though I'm kind of...
Hey, I'm nowhere involved in this. Okay.
They called me the boy.
I kind of feel like let's see, one of the recent releases that came out, 007 Legends, has been getting panned like a motherfucker, and I almost feel like it needs to be added to our list for like our worst of categories.
No, you should play it.
I've seen pictures of it, and it looks bad.
It has a 40 on Metacritic. It has a 45 out of 100. It has one positive review.
Wrote its name on the paper.
Yeah, it it got credit for showing up.
Kevin Wiggins.
But
They
So,
called
so here's what we'll do. Redbox it, go to Brett's house, play it there, send it back.
Is it a Redbox game?
I don't know, but you know.
I don't know why we have to be at my house, but okay.
Redbox has been very
There's a dog
inconsistent.
there.
There's a dog there.
I just prefer Redbox over GameFly. That's all.
I never. That's fine.
Well, GameFly.
No,
will take
I-
3 months to get
It's a
it. Well, maybe
personal
not that
thing,
game.
and it's
Maybe
a
that
story
game
for
you'll be able to
another
get right
time.
away.
My only thing with Redbox. I mean, I'm not. This is not to say in any way that GameFly is better than Redbox. I had GameFly. Not impressed. But Redbox recently has been so inconsistent on what games they actually get. Like, they don't get everything new.
They have Wipeout for the Wii.
They sure do.
Yeah.
I know you check.
Some of them
Dude.
have Dishonored, some of them don't.
But yeah, one had Dishonored for PS3.
The one near where I work had Sleeping Dogs for the PS3 randomly.
The one,
But not the literal edition.
Walmart one has Dishonored for 360. Fucking damn it! Stupid computer, don't do that to me.
Uh-huh.
So, that's definitely a valid idea for some of the games. If there's a red box that has 007, that's
If you
fine.
want Wipeout for the Wii, we can review that.
I don't.
It's
I
a game
don't,
of 2012.
do not want it.
Well, we can get it.
Don't want it.
Can't win with it.
Can't play with it.
Don't want it. Hello? You play to win the game.
Wipeout is what we thought it was.
I mean, let it off the hook. You don't want to let it off the hook.
Well, I'm not sure every team played like they wanted to win the game.
I played to win, but I didn't like wrestling.
Hello?
Hello?
Playoffs?
I just want to win a game.
Hey, WrestleFest is pretty good.
No, it's not.
Get out.
You're full of shit.
Disagree. I was chastised for who I was originally going to pick yesterday, so I picked Macho Man. And boy, was I disappointed when it took 5 elbow drops to take out Alberto Del Rio.
It took me 8 people's elbows to beat fucking, I forgot who I was wrestling. Triple H.
Yeah, in his choice, he was going to pick John Cena over Macho Man Randy Savage.
I picked Blandy.
Blandy.
I picked Blandy Borton because he picked all the good people.
So how many RKOs did it take to win?
I didn't even use one.
I used a stunner on the outside when I was Austin.
I beat Big Show with just punching him and throwing him into the ropes and running
Well,
into
I
him.
beat Jake the Snake Roberts by stomping on his face.
Yeah, I took me 5 Macho Man elbow drops.
I
Yes,
just
it
think
did.
how he kept doing the people's elbow over like consecutively 4 times in a row.
This game is a poop.
Anyway, did we have some news or something?
Shapoopy. I guess I do.
Anyway,
We had
I guess the moral of the story is getting old makes you not like video games as much.
Getting old makes you
I don't know
poop.
if that's it. I just don't think the quality of games is
No,
as
it's
great.
not. It's all about the look of the game. That's what it's come down to. It's like people buy games now because it looks good and not.
Oh, I'm
because it
sorry.
plays good.
I did really enjoy Final Fantasy Dimensions, and that looked like a game that.
I've seen myself playing Robot Unicorn Attack
One new
more
comment?
than anything I've had on
One
my
new comment?
Xbox.
It's just joystick.
One new comment.
Yeah, someone commented on a joystick article.
That's dumb.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You all right?
I'm really upset.
You gonna make it?
I'm insecure. That makes me nervous. What is that comment? Is that like,
Hey,
I know where you live, or
check your phone real quick. They might be calling you.
It's coming from inside the house.
Yeah, he's got insecurity.
Video games.
anyway?
Video games have broken away from let's make really good games to let's make
Turn 'em
something
out.
that will make money. Now, don't get me wrong. There are still some developers out there that want to make good
Like
games.
Activision.
Like,
They're making good games
like
second
EA.
now.
Yeah.
For a lot of studios.
Hey, BioWare used to.
Hold the line.
Like Brian said, like EA and like you have Activision, it's secondary now.
Yeah.
Like to make video games, great, it's secondary.
It's weird because EA used to be bad, and then they were good, and now they're bad again.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, there are a few studios out there that still want to make good games, but yeah, I completely agree. High Moon Studios is full. I mean, those Transformers games are made by a bunch of people that fucking love Transformers. When you get stuff like that, I mean, BioWare has fallen off not because they don't care anymore or anything like that. I really think it's because like once EA bought them and was more concerned of the BioWare
Well,
name.
yeah, I was going to say, they more bought them for the BioWare name
Exactly.
and the titles they made.
They bought them for the branding. They
Yeah,
bought them
throw it
because
out.
yeah,
Local people buy it.
they bought them because they know if they put that logo at the bottom of a case, people are going to buy it. That's why before all the crazy shit with Mass Effect 3, like last year's E3, they announced they put BioWare's name on a fucking Command and Conquer game.
Yeah.
And you want to know the kicker about that is it's not even a BioWare studio. It's like an EA studio that they just slapped the BioWare name on.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's not even actually being made by BioWare. The two doctors that started BioWare are gone. They left. They're both.
You're getting played, people. Sorry.
Yeah, one has left the video game industry because he wants to pursue something. No, not acting. He wants to pursue something in the world of beer. I think he's making like a reality show around beer.
EA destroyed my dreams. I'm out of here.
Exactly.
Well,
EA doesn't like me anymore.
well, the weird thing is that one guy, like, I forget their names, so I apologize.
Doctors Mario and Pepper.
But like one of the dudes, like his two passions are video games and craft beer.
Well, at least he had to.
And EA destroyed one of them. So.
The other guy,
And then, until EA buys a beer company.
yeah, the
And they're gonna slap a BioWare logo on.
Bio Beer. The other guy, like his sole
Only
passion
Microsoft points for the
is
tops.
making video games. And like the letter that he wrote saying goodbye to like fans and coworkers sounded like something where he was just completely burned out by EA. Like his passion was sucked out of him. Like he sounded heartbroken. Like I really like making video games.
I mean, I'd gladly work for EA. I'm sure they pay well. But they're not making good games.
No, it's very rare.
Like I said, it's all secondary now. They just want money, and they're gonna put out shit. It's easy to put out shit and then get the few bucks that it will, just to recoup whatever you lost, instead of making one really great game and making a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
They're looking at it as, well, let's just put out these crappy games, make the money off of that, and that's great business. So.
Think about in the PlayStation, N64, even the PS2 days, all the companies
I could find good RPGs. It was great.
Yeah, all the companies you really enjoyed their games and where they are now. Rare was the king of the N64 age.
That was the name of it.
Rare, everything their name was on was fucking brilliant in the N64 age. And then Microsoft,
that.
huh?
Even before that.
Even before that, Super Nintendo as well. But I mean, like they really they were the dominant developer at N64 era.
They could do no wrong.
With both Banjo games, with GoldenEye, with Donkey Kong 64, Conker's Bad Fur Day, everything that came out, it was like they can't make a bad game.
Hey guys, we're gonna make a fighting game. Oh yeah. Oh well, it's pretty good.
Killer Instinct was good. Then they were bought by Microsoft, and they made Cameo, and everybody's like, "Oh, this is okay. It's all right."
And you get Banjo and
Yeah, Banjo Nuts and Bolts. But before that was Perfect Dark Zero, and that game was fucking trash.
I remember playing it in your living room.
Yeah, you guys kept trying to shoot me, and all I do was roll, and you wouldn't hit me.
You asshole.
No, the thing that pissed me
How
off.
dare you take advantage of the game's mechanics.
How they wrote the AI in that fucking game pissed me off. Because if you were playing a bot game, like it was like 8 to 16 people, bots, like four humans, the rest were bots. The bots will run around and shoot each other. The moment you enter a room where they're all shooting each other, they will stop and start shooting you.
You would figure that now, with the way you have with the internet and magazines and things that we didn't have when we were younger, that you would have just nothing but good video games now. Because people review it then before it even comes out.
Yeah.
And they review it, and then you're like, oh, well, this guy says this sucks, so I'm not going to buy it. It's not like when we were kids and we had to buy the game first, figure it out it sucks, and then return it, and then like 3 months later a review would come out in the magazine if you're lucky to have get a magazine. You'd think there would be nothing but good games now.
We miss you, Nintendo Power.
No, you're on the only one.
Nintendo Power was good when I was a kid.
Yeah.
That was it, though.
That was it. Yeah, exactly.
But
I was a Game Informer. Game Pro.
Game Pro was a shit.
Game Pro magazine.
Because all of Game Pro's writers were characters. I mean, like they were real writers, but they were
like characters and stuff. So
They had their own toys. That shit was awesome.
Yeah, Game Pro was pretty awesome.
Game Pro
I
was.
still have a few issues where they have like Resident Evil speedruns. They had like a series of issues.
But now you look at the video game magazines now, and you have Game Informer, which is basically, GameStop telling you, hey, these are the games you should buy. So I mean, there's no. So you're already your mind is skewed on what games to go get. So I mean, I don't know. It seems that the game should be a lot better and a lot more memorable, but I don't know.
I mean,
it goes back to what Brett was saying. Right?
Yeah, this day and age, if a great developer comes along and makes an awesome game, they're then scooped up by a big publisher, and then their awesome feeling and their passion of games might stretch out to one more title, and if you're really fucking lucky, another one after that, and then you just see the soul sucking begin.
Well, the only company I can kind of trust to possibly get me some decent RPGs or good games is Atlas.
Atlas, yes. Atlas, and I would say Namco Bandai, to a degree.
Once in a while.
Because they don't put them out as often. But I would say, like, if you want to look at any big developers that still try to put out good games, I still say Ubisoft.
I was gonna say Bethesda
I agree. Bethesda as well.
I would say Nintendo.
and Epic.
No, Nintendo. When I say, like, I'm sorry, I meant, like, third-party developers. That's what I meant. Nintendo, I agree. And Epic, yes.
Nintendo,
Because, I mean...
their games are never bad. Their games are okay at worst.
I mean, EA...
I know Bethesda has bought up a bunch of studios, but you know what? They're using their properties to make them, still better.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, Bethesda's not seen as, like, a giant publisher.
Because with Dishonored, that was made by Arcane Studios, and Bethesda published that. And that game is on my to-do list.
Yeah, the game looks phenomenal. And I won't deny that Skyrim is good, just Skyrim's not for me.
I would also say 2K is about, like, hit and miss. Because under their umbrella, they obviously have, Borderlands and Gearbox. But they also have Irrational Studios, and that gives us, Bioshock.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're hit and miss. They also
They have Rockstar.
They have Rockstar, so.
Just be better.
But Rockstar could be dicks. Huge, giant dicks.
You know what, though? Here's what I'll say about Rockstar. They'll be huge dicks. They have never bent to any publisher's will.
Not really. No.
They make their fucking games, and whether you like them or not, they take as long as they fucking want to make them. They make them big as shit. They look
What
good.
do you mean you're making a ping pong game?
Exactly. Wait. Like 2K's like, can we stop? And Rockstar went, fuck you. You know what? Chinaman, main character. What you got now? We're gonna go back to developing.
Don't make us make it a woman.
Maybe. Well, you know what? Maybe we'll make a Grand Theft Auto later if we feel like it. Maybe I'll make a detective game. I don't fucking know. I run this shit. Because, I mean, they put out a lot of quality stuff. I mean, whether you like Grand Theft Auto or not, they are quality titles for the most part. Vice City kind of sucked.
I still think
Red Dead was pretty
Vice
good.
City.
I love.
I still
Vice
think
City.
You like Vice City?
I love Vice City.
I have a love-hate relationship.
I still think San Andreas is the most realistic.
I see. I love San Andreas. I loved San Andreas.
I actually love being 3 on. I eventually need to play 1 and 2 just for nostalgia.
LA Noir.
Yeah. I liked LA Noir. I mean, they put out a lot of quality stuff. Gearbox puts out a lot of quality stuff, but it's
They're doing
like,
it the right way. They're not listening to
Yeah.
these guys,
mhm.
and they're just doing their own thing. And
Yeah.
that's what you got to do.
And I know Duke Nukem Forever was garbage, but you know what? They have the property now, and they can take their time.
I want to see a Gearbox developed Duke Nukem
Yeah,
game
that
from
was
beginning
done.
to
that
end.
game was almost done. All I did was pick it up and put it out.
Yeah. Anybody-
I don't blame that on Gearbox
Exactly.
at all.
Any-
And that's what I said in my review. So it's just,
Yeah.
it was
and
already
I
done.
agree with you. And I
Just
just
to push it out, they own the license, and
I don't want to see another
just-
one because I don't give 2 shits about Duke Nukem.
I
was
fucking
just
love
trying to
Duke
read it.
Nukem, man. I grew up on him. Probably not the best video game to grow up on, but still, I grew up on him.
I play Tiny
And
Toon
folks,
Adventures.
There's your
So
problems.
we all have our
That game was cool as shit too.
If you only pick the what was the name of the cat? Cat was pretty cool.
Furball.
Furball and Dizzy. Dizzy was cool.
Dizzy was cool as shit. I remember that game. God, I remember that. That game was awesome.
I have it.
There's
Ah.
one company.
Don't worry, we'll get the news eventually.
There's one company that deserves maybe some mild hate.
Eventually.
Mild is Capcom, because sometimes they put out trash.
Capcom has really shit the bed this year, if you ask me.
They have,
and they're rolling around.
Anchor,
Yeah.
and they're wiping their raccoon wounds.
Because I'll say
Oh,
this:
it's great.
Capcom at the start of this current generation, when like the first game they brought out was bam, Dead Rising. That game was a shit, and then they started putting out more and more quality titles. The first Lost Planet was good. They started putting out a lot of quality
I think my
titles.
favorite part is I didn't really like Dead Rising.
You didn't like Dead Rising?
No.
wasn't
I
a fan of
love
Dead
I love
either,
Dead
so-
Rising.
I did like the concept of it. For some reason, I just couldn't get into it.
I thought
Except-
Dead Rising 2 was a little better.
Except for when I was playing
I agree.
White Matt's copy, and I beat that boss with him with a hockey stick and a puck. Just kept wailing those at him.
Just
Great.
the creativity of that game, like just basically unleashing you in a mall and
Yeah, I
saying, "Grab whatever the fuck you want and kill zombies."
I don't think
love that.
I thought the concept was great. I just didn't click with me for some reason.
I gotcha. It's a little. The pacing's a little weird. Some of the controls are a little weird. The fact that you have to go piss to save the game, and restrooms are not a commodity in that game. It's like you're looking at the map, you're like, oh fuck.
You would think with the mall that giant, there'd be tons of restrooms.
Yeah,
Apparently, they condone people just peeing in the fountains.
yeah. It's like you're running around, you're getting low on health, and you're surrounded by zombies, and you're like, oh, I need to save because if I die, I've killed like 4 bosses and I'll have to kill them all again. Then you bring up the map and it's like, you are here. The toilet is here. And you're like, oh, shit.
Shiza!
I'm not going to make that. Or if you are like, I need to run my ass off, duck and weave, and fucking pray for the best. And then if you die, you throw your controller down, you turn that bitch off, and you don't touch it for a week. At least that's how I did it.
That's how I did it. Mine was like 2 months. Before I said, I'm going back to this.
Yeah, like, hey, fuck, I need a break. Fuck you.
I tried many times to enjoy that game. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, hey, at least you gave it a
I was
shot.
Like, all right, I'll put this back on the shelf for a few months. Come back.
Yeah.
Like, I'll come back.
Two-
I don't think I'm gonna like this. I'm done.
Yeah. 2 was an improvement because it gave you the ability to create weapons, and it added what the game I felt really needed in co-op. The game needed multiplayer. But like Capcom was like up. They got the Street Fighter 4. That's probably their peak. And then from there, it just kind of slowly.
Clearly, you guys haven't played Asura's Wrath.
It slowly went down,
This guy.
and then with this DLC debacle, it just plummeted.
Where's my Mega Man?
I was very excited for that. And then when I found out that was not going to happen, I was
Oh,
very
Legends 3.
Yeah.
Just
Legendary
any-
and then Mega Man Universe.
Oh yeah, Mega Man
I was
Legends.
very excited for that.
That was gonna be classic
Just play
Mega
the
Man.
PS2 ones. You'll love them.
Well,
Oh, I still have them.
yeah, I have the Mega Man collection and I have the X collection.
Yes.
So,
I also have the X collection.
I will just play that
On the GameCube, but those controls are weird.
Yeah. I mean, and it's heartbreaking when these places that you find really shitty will have one or two developers that are really passionate about wanting to make something good. They're like, I want to do it so bad. Like Ono for Capcom. He's sitting there like, I just want to make a Darkstalkers game, and Capcom's like, fuck you, make Street Fighter and some barbecue shit. I don't know. No. And it's like, but I really,
It has Ryu in it.
yeah.
I guess it could.
And I'll make the same statement I made. Like,
Make Darkstalkers look like
no,
Street
no,
Fighter,
you-
and then we'll have a deal.
You're asking for the wrong character. It has to be Yakuma.
I will make the same statement I made when I had the article about Darkstalkers. If we are living in a world where JoJo's Bizarre Adventure gets a next-gen fighting game, there is no reason why Darkstalkers can't have one. There's no reason. Cause why the fuck is JoJo getting another game?
He's busy.
Why not?
He needs more Bizarre Adventures.
Yes.
Because that one from Dreamcast sure as shit don't hold up today.
That is true.
Whatever happened to Power Stone?
Power Stone was fucking awesome. I want another Power Stone. And I
still
want
have
another.
that.
I want another. You know what I want? I want Sony to not Sony. I want Sega to just come out of nowhere and go, you know what? Dreamcast 2.
Yeah, we're throwing our hat back into.
Oh,
the
that's
console
a wart dream for a lot of Sega,
Oh, it is.
Sega fanboys too.
It is, and I'm
Like,
not
what?
really a Sega fanboy. What are you doing? Really, what are you doing right
Yeah,
now?
the Sega Dreamcast do.
Because what the
We-
console
we-
wars need is more competition.
We taped 2 Dreamcasts to get together. Merry Christmas.
Seaman 2.
Ugh. Hey everybody, we're finally making Shenmue 3. And then 2 months later, we canceled it.
Sorry.
We're gonna make an actual attempt to make Sonic relevant.
Another developer that I feel deserves like some stuff for like their passion is Crystal Dynamics. They're making the new Tomb Raider that's coming out, and they also were the ones that rebooted Tomb Raider and made it relevant again.
Square Enix, since they're under that umbrella.
They are under the Square Enix umbrella, but still, that specific developer. I mean, every video I saw of that fucking Tomb Raider game.
This is what a Tomb Raider game should be.
Yeah, this is what Tomb Raider games should be now.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at it like I want it. Can I have it? Can I beta test? Can I test it? Can I?
It was like with
Give
E3,
it to
all
me.
the games. At E3 with all the games that
Give it
you
to me.
saw during the presentations, it was like, hey, just look how good this game looks. It's like,
2015.
this looks great, and it's like, well, you caught me that before, but if I buy this game and it sucks, well, at least I have a game that looks good, but it plays like shit.
It's
offensive-
offensive.
It's
It's
offensive
offensive
to
to women.
Yeah. Rape is offensive to women? I thought it was what they call crowd control.
You win.
Exactly.
Oh.
I know how to stop that.
One other studio we kind of left off the list
We
was.
went so far off the topic.
No. We're
That's
still,
fine.
We're
But
still on
that's fine, but
topic.
this is
This is a good conversation.
I'm just gonna kill the news anyway. It was just last minute shit.
I like to
I'm
think
not-
that I helped.
You did. You did. No, you put us on a really good topic.
We should talk about Borderlands and Legends.
Shut
Do
up.
you want to talk about?
Hey, what are you
Borderlands?
I
talking
don't
about,
know anything
boy?
about it.
What are
I can tell you
about?
about it in a
I was gonna
minute.
say we kind of left off WB Studio games.
Who?
WB.
Oh, WB
Warner,
Studios?
Warner Brothers.
NetherRealm
Studios.
Warner Brothers?
Yeah, which has NetherRealm and
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady and what was the other one?
Rocksteady's phenomenal.
Yeah.
What
But out
about
of all those
what about
companies-
Epic Games?
We said-
He
We did.
He did. We just didn't dive into.
Oh,
Epic.
okay. Okay.
I
Yeah.
figured that was given.
Yeah.
See, with all those companies, though, it's just like you have a lot of the ones that are like EA is like, well, who cares about making good games? Fuck it.
EA does a lot of shit to piss me off. Like right now, Criterion is stuck in Need for Speed hell. I mean, now the Need for Speed games they make are good.
Right.
But god damn it, I want another Borderlands game. And I don't want fucking that Burnout Crash shit from the Xbox Live Arcade. And Paradise was good. And I didn't like Paradise at first, but I gave it a shot, and that game is really good. I can't deny the passion they put in that game. But I want something more like Revenge. I want the traditional Crash mode. If they come out... If these next-gen consoles come out, and they come out saying, alright, launches with Burnout. Launches with a Burnout game. I will be like, yes! Fine. Here's my money. Even though I was going to give them my money anyway. But still. Because, I mean, like, they restrict them to Need for Speed games. And that pisses me off. Even though I know they're passionate about the games, and I listened to the one interview the lead designer from Criterion had about Most Wanted, and he's really passionate about it, and they like the fact that that's pretty much the only way they get to make games with real cars, because Burnout doesn't get real cars. So I get that. I understand. But I'm like, just let them make another Burnout game. And for the love of God, not every fucking game needs multiplayer. You can make a good single-player game, and it will sell. It's possible.
Oh, you need to have your friends come over and play it.
I don't know. XCOM only has online multiplayer,
Best
and my
thing-
friends watched me play that, and they were like, "Man, I need to get this game."
The best thing was I had games when I was a kid that I can just be by myself and play.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really want to be around people, so it was just like I can play and sit down in front of my TV and just play a video game by myself.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody needs me, they'll come get me. But I can play that by myself. Now it's just like you constantly have to add people into your games and constantly have to be around people. And if you're trying to make a video game social, then you do party games. But don't take a game or, like Burnout or something like that and then say, well, just add your friends into it and all this other shit. You can just make that a single player. Or even just a 2-player game. But you don't have to add like 6 or 7 other people, because I don't really give a shit about that.
I want a Resident Evil game that's one player.
Or
I want a single player mode, no
Yeah.
partner.
Yeah, you want one that successfully functions as a single player game.
Yeah.
See, Resident Evil 6 did actually do that. Your partner was not a liability in Resident Evil 6.
They're completely competent.
Well, no, that's fine. I don't want them there. For once.
Which is why I can't say that not having a partner is fine, because you can play it by yourself, and there's no, it doesn't make the game worse, because your partner, the only way your partner can be killed is if it's like something that would just kill you in one shot, or if I accidentally, like one time I got Jake killed on accident.
Yeah, but I can understand what he's saying though.
Yeah.
Because he wants something where the fate of the game all relies on him and the player he's controlling.
Kind of like the new Dead Space game, where if you play by yourself, it's just you.
Yeah.
If the other person plays, then he's there. Otherwise, he's not there.
Like, imagine if Resident Evil right now, like if you were playing by yourself, your partner wasn't actively following you around and behind you. Like, they were in cutscenes, they were off doing their own thing. You interjected with them every now and then, but they only were there with you by your side if your buddy joined in.
Yeah, I don't think it would really. I guess it'd be. Well, that'd make it a little weird because then.
Or that would make it feel more like a Resident Evil game if you were by yourself, like Resident Evil 4.
Well, the only part with that is it would then come all across as weird because this person's important to the story, but the only time they're around is if I'm playing with the second person.
No, I want a Resident Evil game where there is no partner.
Well, no, it's just single player. I got you.
Well, no, I mean, like in Dead Space 3, the guy isn't like gone entirely. It's just when you're playing by yourself, he's still on that planet and everything, but he's off doing his own thing, and he like pops up in certain parts of the level. But if you play together, then it reorganizes the story so that you're side by side.
Fair enough. I'm just saying it's just kind of weird that this guy's important to the story, but he's just going to go off doing his own shit. But then you can play 2-player, and then he'll be there.
Well, he's important to
not that's fine, and I'm just saying it's a little weird to me.
I think that's
I'm not saying it's a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's a little weird.
No, I got you. I mean,
the story's different if you play single or co-op.
No, well, that's That's actually cool.
It has the
Like,
replayability.
if it was going to be the same story regardless, then that'd be really, really weird.
Yeah, no, you're gonna see different things if
Okay.
if you play single or with a
Well,
buddy.
that's better. That's different than that.
Yeah. Okay, so it makes a little more sense. Okay. Yeah, because I like when they explain that idea and then they show the comparisons of how things play out, whether the guy's there or not. It's really creative.
Also, I love the fact that Isaac's just like, fuck this shit.
Isaac is so over
It's like-
everything.
It's like metal was jammed in my eye. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, or like when they show after they kill some boss, and like the partner's like, "Holy shit, we almost died there," and Isaac goes, "Yeah," and he just opens a door. Isaac's like, "Yeah, you should have seen this shit like 2 games ago, pal. I'm fucking beyond it.
It's butt.
It's so good. Yeah,
So which character do you play as in Dead Space 3?
Isaac.
Did you play? So it's Isaac's the main guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
The second player we play as the partner.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I mean, with certain instances, like if you run into a boss, if you're playing with your buddy, you're both down there fighting it. If not, like he'll be up there and he'll be like, I'm here with the other person. Get in here and we'll figure this shit out. And then he'll run across the top, and the boss will be here, and then he'll kind of react like, oh shit. And then you're fighting it, and he might be fighting it up top, or he might just like completely go inside or whatever. But it plays out completely differently whether you're with a buddy or not. Now, as far as the Borderlands thing that you were asking about, the one news story that I will address since you were curious, Borderlands Legends is an iPhone game, which is essentially like a pocket horde mode game, but you play as the original 4 characters, and it's essentially like arena combat. Kill guys, gain experience, gain money, and then the money can be used to buy guns.
Okay.
So it's more like a little.
Is it top down or first person?
It looks to possibly be first person, but I don't know. Like they don't show the gameplay; they only show the character selection and the gun selection screens. But it'll be out within the next week and a half because it's going to be out before the end of October. My guess is this week, but don't know yet. But it looked cool. Or the concept sounds cool, I should say. So, and then they got a cover system. I'm guessing it's the third person if there's a cover system. So, my guess would be did you ever play the Mass Effect iPhone game?
No.
That was kind of like you weren't free running around like you kind of were, but you could cover and you could shoot. It kind of simplified the controls of the game for a touchscreen, which actually worked considerably well. Then we can address some of this other news next week. We're actually past the 1 hour mark, so do you guys want to try to squeeze in the Pokemon review? Or you want to put that off for next week since we kind of
next week.
okay.
Next week's fine.
Next
It'll give me a little bit more time with it.
Yeah, so that gives everybody a little more time than we'll
Sneak
do.
peek. I kind of liked it.
But now, Pokemon Dream Radar.
But
It's got a butt, but I appreciate the effort trying to integrate 3DS capabilities.
Yes. So
Doesn't
Still
help.
kind of butt.
It's kind of butt, but if you don't have a 3DS, you're kind of fucked.
Because.
give it to me.
Because!
All right, kids. Next week we'll have
I'll
a
review Chicken Shoot next week.
we'll have our review for Pokemon. Maybe we'll do a double review. I try to keep those one per episode, but who knows? I think we're gonna stick with just Pokemon next week, and then the week after we'll do XCOM.
all right, more time.
And then who knows? We might be going to Best Buy this week, so maybe we'll have a new game.
Yeah, very,
On
very
top of that.
possible.
Yeah. Did you check your funds yet?
Yeah.
Do you
depends.
know? Depends on what, motherfucker.
Yes, wear adult diapers.
No. I wear another brand of adult diaper. It doesn't depend. I wear, I think it's called Perseverance.
Well, okay.
Well, now that you all know that he wears adult diapers.
Yeah.
On my head.
Well, here-
Hashtag diaper dirt.
Well, here we go. What's the review for WrestleFest?
It's butt.
There you go, ladies and
All
gentlemen.
you need to know.
It's
Yes.
Can I ask? Is the game free or did you have to pay?
Oh, I had to pay for that shit.
You should demand your money back.
How much was it?
I think it was like $3.99.
So $3.99, which
2 or 3, I don't remember.
so $3.99, and you get 8 characters and like 3 or 4 arenas. All the wrestlers' theme songs are exactly the same. It's sluggish. It's not smooth at all. And Justin Roberts looks like Ricardo Rodriguez.
The sad thing about that is that any kid that plays that thinks that's what WrestleFest was when I was a kid. I'm gonna. That is depressing.
And anyone that fucking tries to tell me that that game is just like WrestleFest from back in the day can go eat a dick. It's
I've never played WrestleFest before, but if it plays like that,
not. It doesn't. It doesn't play like that.
That's why I said if I had an arcade stick, it might be tolerable.
No,
But that's
it's not
about
tolerable.
That game-
I don't care what you want to say. That will not be tolerable.
That game doesn't feel like something that was created by a professional studio. It feels like it was created by Jack and Joe Schmo in their basements, and they went, WrestleFest.
they try to go for a cel shaded look. And
Shit,
Look
that's a poor
poop.
attempt at cell shading.
I've seen a lot of games.
I mean, it is cell shading, but that's a fucking poor attempt. What the fuck is that?
wait, are we ending the show or not?
Yeah, we're ending it. We're out of here. Get out. Bye, everybody.
Cocktails and moonlit nights. That dreamy look in your eye. Give me a tropical contact high. Way down in Copenhagen. Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you to Bermuda. Bahama. Come pretty mama.
The Brett giveth and the Brett taketh away.